What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so I have some breaking news report. Shout out to the subscriber from my Patreon letting me know about this developer story. So this was first announced, for what I could tell, by Sham Charania, and that is that the NBA has fined Charlotte Hornets guard Lamelo Ball $100,000 for, quote, offensive and derogatory, unquote, comments in a post-game interview on Saturday following his team's 115, I think it was 115 to 114 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks, which I think was a bull crap victory anyway. I'm not going to say what he said because this is YouTube, all right? I'm just going to say this. It really didn't make any sense why he added that on to his statement anyway. I don't really get what his statement was supposed to. Basically, what I'm saying is, if he had just took off the last two words of his statement, I would have understood what he meant, and there would have been no double entendre, no out of context, weird meaning. I don't understand why he added that to it, okay? Secondly, he's the the fourth player to have been fined to have used language that the powers to be find unacceptable as far as offending a certain group. Roy Hibbert was fined $75,000 in the past. Cam Thomas, $40,000. Matter of fact, I said the fourth. And Jokic was fined $25,000. I remember the situation with Jokic, but it's interesting. Nobody talked about it. Nobody talked about it. I think I did a video about it, but nobody talked about it. Jokic said something that, was similar. Okay? He was fined by the NBA and it was under the radar. Nobody seemed to care, even though Jokic is a superstar. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to double standards. Jokic said something similar or along the same lines. He was fined. No media outcry. No media really talked about it from what I can tell. There wasn't a panel. They didn't discuss it. He wasn't given the third degree like I think Lamelo Ball will be. That's what I mean when I say there's a lot of double standards when it comes to these types of things. I'm not, look, this ain't the right forum to talk about this type of stuff in depth. All I'm going to say is these NBA players got to understand the atmosphere that we're in and the culture that we're in, right? You can't. This ain't 1997. Hell, this ain't even 2008. You got to be very careful with how you say things. They represent the NBA. And you got to understand the culture. And you got to understand that if you upset certain people, there will be grave consequences as far as your career is concerned. Okay? We saw what happened to Tim Hardaway Sr. And it took him a very, very long time to get back in the good graces of the league. Okay? And it's still brought up. Um, I'm debating whether to keep my comment section open. I'm gonna keep it open. Be careful what you write because even if you're not a content creator, you know what I'm saying, can't have your comments removed. That's another thing. Sometimes people think that I'm removing your comments. I'm not doing it. YouTube has a filter system. They censor things. So if you say certain things in the comments, they can remove it. You could be on their crap list as far as people they track, and that's why I'm very careful what I say here now. You know what I'm saying? Some people say, "Oh, too raw. You ain't the same too raw from 2017, 18." Yeah, YouTube ain't the same either. You know, but I'm just gonna say, it's just interesting how people could say Nigga all day, which is really just a Southern slang way of saying the word in general. But we know that. You know what I'm trying to say, man. Y'all know what I'm getting at. So that's all I got to really say about it, man. I can't really speak how I want to speak on here. Think about doing a Patreon video tomorrow, talking about this. But yeah, man, Lamelo gotta be a little smarter, man, because it wasn't even necessary for you to even say it. And if you're trying to if you want to find out what he actually said, go to Facebook, go to X/Twitter, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It doesn't even make sense why he even said it. But I do have to say this. In my opinion, that $100,000 fine is ridiculous. It's simply ridiculous. It is. It's ridiculous. You know, um, I'm just saying, like, there's certain inconsistencies with the NBA. I'm not trying to bring this guy into the conversation, but I've seen games where I've seen LeBron Ramon James scream at officials, calling them the B word, calling them the N word. Nothing from the officials. I mean, excuse me, from the league office. Nothing as far as fines. So I just want, some accountability as far as all type behaviors, but it's clearly special treatment with some and others, you know, don't get that same type of treatment. But there's a certain thing, it's a certain golden rule in this league. And, this ain't the league with Kobe and Mike and Larry. This ain't the same league, man. You know, all you gotta do is just see how some of the players conduct themselves. I'll leave it at that.